steak. I make
a steak fucking dinner.
Steak?
Bro, I love you so much. I could cry right now. Like, I actually, like,
love you too.
look at her!
I
can't. Honestly, you look so bomb though. I actually love this fit. It's so fire. She's just at home and she just be looking like this. Like fucking black hair baddie, bro. Bratz doll. Why are you sweating?
No. Because I'm like, please love it. Please love it.
It's
Please
so
don't let
good.
it fuck it up.
I love steak. Now that I'm a meat eater,
I know.
remember when I didn't eat meat? It's crazy.
I know.
No,
it's okay.
this is, I'm, like, this is joy.
Yeah?
This is joy.
Okay.
Can you sit down?
Yeah,
or do
yeah.
you want to stand?
No,
I don't want to tell you. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
I'm nervous. Yeah. Okay, I want to sell one.
The way, like, my standards are so high for a man. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So high.
As they should be.
I know, right?
Because fuck them.
Literally, but
Some
like,
directors don't show up at all and leave us alone.
this is a Monday night for me, you know? I'm so lucky, wow.
Also, I'm pretty sure I saw some tall men before. Just saying. Anyways. Yeah.
You're seeing more, I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
Just not in my room, guys.
No, that's okay. You can acknowledge. You can sit anywhere. You can even say not the kitchen. I don't know if they'd listen at this point.
100% no, they wouldn't. Not here. They're like, what do you mean?
They're like, we've been here for too long. Like, this is actually our space.
What do you mean? Is this okay?
It's funny because while we're saying this, I see a lot of them. They're like, what do you mean? They're like, wait, is she? They're like, wait, are you serious? Actually, that would really fuck a lot of shit up.
Yeah.
The dynamic would be ruined.
Yeah, they're like, what do we even do then?
Where do we go? Do you think that's what everyone can feel, that I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm about to...
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Again, I hate that.
Yeah.
I despise that.
No, don't.
Makes me more angry, actually.
Don't let it. Well, you know what? Yeah, be angry. Fuck it. Fuck that. Be angry. Be angry. Because you're not angry for no reason.
That's fair.
You're angry because something was done to you and you don't fucking like it.
Period. I actually feel like I can be less angry because you did that on my behalf. Like, I was like, okay, when you are not awakened, okay,
Yeah.
you are living on autopilot in your trauma.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you're on, if there's limitless timelines, you're on one timeline.
Yeah.
Okay? So unlike people that are like not dormant, so for example, psychics that know they're psychic, that like can tap into their higher selves, the lucky ones that are like that from birth or whatever, when you're a dormant vessel, you live a certain number of years of your life on that timeline.
Okay.
Said timeline that is just being propelled by trauma and you committing to a lesser version of yourself, but it's also the only timeline you're really attached to.
Okay.
Then she said that, she explained that it's like actually most people in their 30s or 30s and 40s, like hence also like the midlife crisis kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But I also do think that's getting younger, because it's like, I think that's also why like our generations are getting fucked up, because I think it's happening earlier, like collectively. But anyway, she said 30s and 40s.
Okay.
So if you're living on timeline A,
Yeah.
right, for 35 years, let's say,
Wow.
right, you're attached to that timeline. Then you have an awakening.
Yeah.
So you start to like tap in more often, and you start to see timeline B.
Oh.
So you start to make decisions for timeline B. But what happens is you still are connected to timeline A, because for 35 years of your life, you've lived committed to timeline A.
Yeah.
So your body goes, fuck. It's almost like, it was like the more spiritual explanation of like committing to your pattern. Because it's like the universe works with efficiency. It's most efficient when it can predict the pattern.
Yes.
So predictability wise, it's more efficient to actually kind of complete pattern or like
Yes.
timeline A.
Yes.
But your higher self is now aware of the other path. So you're aware of it, but you can still sometimes make decisions that pull you towards timeline A. It's not the higher self that exists if you commit to decisions from timeline A, and that's why you have to commit every decision to your higher self every time you get pulled to make a lesser decision. But I think that's why people get confused in what they see. It's like humans though, you know, we act all tough, but then you get to know us and we're like actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
You know? Like me, like, fuck love.
Yeah. You're like,
What do you want
but
for,
where's my ring?
what do you want for breakfast, babe? I'm gonna be disgusting. I'm telling everyone right now, I'm sorry.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be posting those fucking
Be your fully disgusting
disgusting Instagram photos, bro.
self.
Like
gross.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah. This
but
is it.
the first thing is gonna be like, I'm not gonna include his face obviously in the soft launch. It's gonna be just like us holding hands.
I love that.
Just
This
like,
is
yeah, I've had this origin from time.
the fact that you're calling it a soft launch.
It's a soft launch, right? It's just gonna be like us holding hands.
Yeah.
No caption.
No.
Nothing. The light.
Leave it up to the imagination.
The exposure is dark.
Yeah.
Where are we? He's ahead of me a little bit. Like I'm like, you know, he's
Beautiful.
like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm very like Pinterest, whatever. That's the first thing that's gonna go up.
Yeah.
People are gonna shit their pants. Is that a relationship? What is that?
What's going on here?
What's happening?
Whose hand?
Whose hand is that?
Uh-huh.
Then hard launch
Yeah.
is gonna be pictures of us being disgusting.
Nice.
Okay, like fucking like
Yeah.
stupid, like screenshots of our conversation, him being cute and shit.
Yeah.
And the caption's gonna be, who saw this coming?
That's actually hilarious.
And then I'm gonna put in brackets, me.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Who saw this coming? Literally all of us.
Literally everyone. Literally everyone.
Who saw this coming?
Me. I don't know, I see like the Instagram post. We're back. Ew. Time to fix this situation.
They look really good.
I love them. I think like literally one of my favorite sets. I didn't lie the last time.
Oh, it's so nice.
So
I'll cut that part out. He will never see. Like he watches my vlogs. He's actually a committed fan.
No.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Wait, what do you mean?
Tow trucking lore.
What is tow trucking lore?
Like, you know how there's turf wars with tow truck companies?
Oh, yeah.
So like, I didn't know that was a thing. And then one week I found out it was a thing. So there's like east side and north side turfs of the towing company.
Okay.
It's starring in like, setting is like Toronto. So let's just say like east side has a son and then west side has a girl. So he goes back, sees that she's getting harassed by this car.
Okay.
These guys are like pulling a knife on her, telling her to like get out of the car. She's trying to fight back, obviously.
Bad bitch.
Because she's the daughter of fucking
She's a bad bitch.
AJ's towing company. Obviously she's gonna fight back. They go to 7-Eleven, they talk, they whatever, you know, they fall in love for the whole night. And she's like, and he's like, I wanna see you next, like, when can I see you next? She's like, we can't. And he's like, why? She's like, because my dad is AJ, as in AJ Towing Company, and the whole history is that her dad and his dad used to be best friends. Okay?
I love
That was a huge incident that happened before they were even born, and they found out in the video that it wasn't them two, like that it was the North Side company that shot both of them and not each other. So they're like, oh my god, we gotta go tell dad. And then they're like, I guess like we were wrong about each other, yada yada.
The end.
Yeah, credits roll out.
Okay.
And then you think it's over. And then it's a scene of the son of the North Side coming home from Mexico. And he comes home, his dad is dead, his company's dead. Cut scene. That's it. That's it.
Sequel.
Hi friends, I'm back today with another Get Ready With Me. I'm spending the day with my best friend, which is much needed because I feel like I'm a little bit out of sorts today, or at least I have been for the past couple of days, so I'm looking forward to a nice girls' day, so let's get ready. I think I may be feeling collective energy because I feel like there's past things that are really resurfacing right now, and these are things that I have dealt with, unless I haven't, but like I have. So I think I'm feeling the collective, which is a little bit frustrating sometimes when you're constantly feeling emotions and things can feel a little bit overwhelming, but it is also part of being a witch because feeling the collective is my job.
When you were
It's freezing outside. I'm really excited for summer, I cannot lie. We're getting food. I'm like, hello.
No, like, okay,
So,
there we go.
Me and Gabby always go and get coffee and snacks, and we got different snacks. So we have a half an almond croissant each, and then we have, what is this called?
It's a pistachio, I'm gonna butcher it, pistachio latte.
Let me see if you guys can see, but we'll show better. Plus, we're at the third spot now, and we got coffee. Honey cardamom. No, I actually dream of this coffee. Dream.
So good.
Dream.
It's so good.
I literally thought about it the other day, it's so crazy.
The drunk you have like a hit of cocaine. Yeah.
It's so good. The honey and the cardamom together are just
I know.
spectacular.
We go from sweet to not sweet.
I don't know.
Because right, like,
Pistachio
almost
first,
like,
then almond.
yeah, almost like a meal in dessert.
Okay.
Cheers. Because it's in like swirls inside of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. And then with the honey cardamom, oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be so messy.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And they also just, I'm just so happy right now. I don't even have words. We're good. We're good.
No, it's so hot. I could cry. The East End is so underappreciated, and there's so many cute little hidden gems.
I agree.
George Street has so many cute hidden gems.
They can also give me anxiety because I always feel like I'm gonna run into someone I know.
Yeah. The headless horseman ride or whatever. What is that? That's what that felt like.
4 horse.
Yeah.
So cute.
That's so cute. I had no idea. We were so confused because when we were coming outside, we could see colorful things on the beach. We were like, what is that? It's fine. There's like not that many people here. So
This was me. You know what's funny is that when I was doing this in LA, it felt so fine because everyone's
LA.
doing it.
There's so many pugs.
There's so many. They're so
French
cute.
bulldogs struggling to breathe right now.
I love French bulldogs so much.
They're
I
like 2
can't.
seconds away from passing out.
Oh,
Cute doggy.
Okay, hi friends. I just want to end this vlog off by pulling for y'all, setting the intention for the week, and kind of seeing what the collective energy is. Okay, let's see. Ooh, lots of things to say. I think a couple more. Okay. So the first card that came up is 7 of Cups. So you guys might be experiencing this type of energy where you feel like there's almost too much going on. I'm hearing like don't be overwhelmed by all these options. They really want you to kind of zone in to your soul path. So come back to alignment, reground yourself. It feels like you're very ungrounded. So I'm really hearing come back into alignment. There is a root or inspired action that you do feel most aligned with, but then it's almost like, for lack of a better word, I feel like you get a little bit greedy in terms of you're like, okay, wait, but I can do this and this and this and this and this. And they're like, no. What is your soul path? What is the cup that is obvious? Okay, there's lots of abundance. It feels like you have lots of abundance, but don't get caught up in all of it. Hone in on what you need to focus on, okay? So this is the energy I feel like for this coming week. Really focus on the things that you need to be in alignment with rather than just all of these options. By you coming into a place of more alignment and taking more inspired action based off of your soul path, which is different than ego, which is why you need to ground, you're gonna feel a lot more balanced internally. When you're focused on too many things, not all of those things are gonna align with your authentic self. Your authentic self is like your fingerprint. It's very particular. So there's a lot of things that sound really nice in life, but ultimately, even things that we want. So for example, if we want a lot of money, there might be a certain amount of money that's actually not the best for you, because maybe you might become an uglier version of self. Maybe you're good with being a multi-millionaire instead of a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, egotistically, we could think, oh my God, no, but I want to be a billionaire. I want the most in all of the land. But they're really saying just to feel more balanced in what your soul genuinely wants and needs, because sometimes it's not as much as we think it is, and the more doesn't necessarily mean better. It actually means sometimes we're actually also not in alignment. When we're focused on just receiving more and more and more abundance, that's not coming from feeling abundant. It's still kind of coming from scarcity mindset. You know what I mean? So I also feel like this week is a very action-oriented week for y'all with King of Wands. It's really, again, honing in on the route that you need to, and then taking action based off of that. When you're balanced, you're going to be in a much healthier, action-oriented headspace. And then things are going to move very quickly with Knight of Swords. You're going to just really run into your next step of the inspired action that you need to take that brings you to your manifestations. With Queen of Wands as well, which is funny, King and Queen of Wands came out. Queen of Wands represents like fiery, passionate, energetic, enthusiastic, creative energy. So I'm hearing as well, part of you balancing yourself is also balancing your masculine and feminine, also in a creative sense. Creative doesn't mean that you necessarily have to be an artist, but there might be a way to do something that brings you a little bit more of a creative edge, or allows you to express a more creative side to you. And they're saying to really entertain that if that resonates. With Judgment, I feel like you're gonna have some sort of realization about your higher self. I'm hearing like there's a limiting belief. There's something that I think it kind of goes with the theme of scarcity mindset and like not feeling good enough, and maybe feeling like you need so much abundance because of this lack of self-worth that you have or that you feel about yourself. So I feel like there's something you're going to unpackage that really kind of unblocks why you're not actually feeling fulfilled in the life that you want. In the world also, this is the next card. This is really a completion. So I feel like this is kind of one of the last realizations you're going to have to the significant phase of your life, and there will be some sort of closing in this. So whether that's like a way of being, or like you actually translate that into an external. I'm not feeling it's as much external. Like I don't really feel like you're closing things externally. I more feel like it's like an internal way of being. I feel like your heart chakra especially, like there's something that is unblocking, and you're just gonna feel more at peace and feel at home with yourself, which I feel like you haven't for most of your life. The Hierophant came in reverse, so it's kind of like, again, they want to articulate that you are on the right path, but this lack of grounding that you've almost been committed to is making you not feel or show up as the highest version of yourself that you can. They're kind of just like very gently telling you that you can do better than this, and I feel like you kind of know that too. But as soon as you kind of like accept that, you're gonna literally be the sun. You're gonna be feeling really positive, lighthearted. I feel very calm now, like towards this end now. I feel very like I can just take a deep breath. There might be like physical exercises you can do, or small acts of commitment throughout your everyday life that make you feel more grounded. So like breath work or meditation, these might be things that you've kind of fallen off of, that they're just like gently nudging you to get back into your spiritual practices to make you feel more grounded. I'm seeing a tree in my mind's eye, so it's like you being rooted in self is really important. I feel like whoever this collective is, you are very spiritual. So you're one of those people, your external, your physical body even really does reflect how you're doing spiritually. So when you're out of sorts spiritually, you're really gonna feel, and it's gonna reflect in all these other external parts of your life. So the key towards anything kind of feeling out of balance when things are not going your way in the 3D is coming back to, okay, so where am I not feeling grounded inside of myself? I also am hearing that maybe you haven't been getting good sleep lately. So really, just, is there tweaks that you can make? Are you having coffee too late in the day? Is there like
something you can do before you go to bed? Are you on your phone? Could you possibly read a book? Is there things that you can do to, again, make your spiritual body and physical body feel better, that make you feel more grounded and more like ready to take on life every day from the higher version of you? I feel like you're almost a little bit in this rut where you haven't been showing up the way you could be, and it's like you were before, so maybe you've kind of fallen back into old routines. But that's a good thing, because that normally means that's when your life's about to change, when the old way of being is kind of nagging at you because your ego is kind of like, I don't want things to change. So it's a really good sign, actually. I'm gonna pull one more card. I feel like the bottom card, 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Yeah, so it's like you're really on your way to feeling very abundant and internally fulfilled. I feel like with this 10 of Cups card, for me, it's just very like feeling very abundant and fulfilled on the inside, and it's just like your external really does mirror that, because you just feel so good on the inside, and it just, your 3D is forced to reflect that. It's kind of giving like there's not much that could happen where you don't feel good on the inside and you just know you're gonna rock and roll and figure things out, which is so stunning. So this was kind of just feel like a little nudge for this week to kind of stop, I'm saying this ever so gently, feeling sorry for yourself and really stepping into a place of taking action from an empowered place, not from a victim mindset or feeling like you're less than. Don't do things because you feel like you're less than. Do things because you already know that you're enough and you are worthy. Okay? I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.